Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good weekend, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Right, this is starting to get a little bit complicated. So, I'm just back from recovering the charter of the Prague Militia Regiment, the theft of which was the only thing preventing them from leaving Sigismund's war camp, and we want them to leave the camp so we can ambush them on the road, steal their cannon, and use it to attack Malishov and capture Lord von Berghoff. With me so far? Well, I've been successful, and I've just spent the night drinking with the enemy.
And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chertan. He leads the Cumans.
And he's been stabbed, and it wasn't me. I've got, alibis and everything.
He has been stabbed. Tutti presenti. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Will someone please explain to me what the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him.
You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it?
So he got stabbed right outside the building where the Prague cannon and ammunition was kept. Does this mean we're not leaving the camp now?
What are your orders, Lord of Burmlaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
That never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you here.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see Chertan in the infirmary.
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said, and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Henry, Chertan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. And I'm pissed out of my head. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
Pack up the cannon and leave so we can all ambush you on the road and steal it?
We have to tell someone. Let's leave for Sedlets first thing in the morning, and let Sigismund sort it out himself.
Have you lost your fucking mind? If Sigismund finds out what happened, he'll throw us to that Cuman rabble in the hope they won't all fuck off back to Hungary. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have dared stab an officer right in the camp.
So that's a no then.
Kurva. You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take a torch and search this place.
All right. Go and get some rest, and I'll take a look around.
What do you fucking mean, rest? I'm going to have a think.
Right, you're going to have a good think then.
Until we're all slaughtered.
Just try not to think too fucking hard, will you? Right, so this Cuban commander, Chertan, curious how he got stabbed right outside. I mean, look, somebody's trying to pick the lock.
And the lock looks scratched. Maybe someone tried to get inside without a key. Was someone trying to steal something? Or perhaps I'm not the only one who's looking to make mischief here.
So somebody was up to no good in here. There's black powder all over the floor there.
Oh, there's powder all over the place. One spark and the whole store would be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that?
This is an artillery regiment. They know how to store black powder.
Yeah, Katherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Katz to move it out of the camp somehow.
No, somebody was in here, fucking with the cannon and the ammunition, possibly trying to blow it up. Chertan caught him in the act and he got stabbed for it. Alright, I'm not seeing any more evidence in there. But it seems pretty clear that ain't nobody leaving this camp until the attempted murderers are found. Hello? What's this? Oh yeah.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to?
That's a fucking good question, Henry, young fella, me lad. Where does it lead? I'm not actually seeing it leading anywhere. Am I missing something obvious? Apparently I am. There's more evidence to be found around here. I'm just not sure exactly what I should be looking at. So that's Commander Katz's tent, where he's having himself a really good think. Is that it? Have I missed something? Or should I report back now? Oh yeah, no, I should report back now, okay.
Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
I noticed that the powder store is unlocked. That can't be deliberate, can it?
No, it fucking can't. Unless Chertan wanted to spice up his porridge in the middle of the night, it looks like there's a thief about again.
Again?
It's already happened once or twice that someone went to steal powder. That's why we had it moved up here. Maybe Chertan disturbed the thief on the job and he started waving a dagger around.
But why would anyone steal black powder?
How about because it's fucking expensive? You'd be surprised who'd happily take it off your hands. In Corinthia, I met this bloke who used black powder to blow up cliffs. You make a hole, pour in the powder, cover it up again, and set fire to it. He did pretty well for himself, but in the end a flying rock tore his head off. But this isn't the time or place for that. Let's go to the infirmary instead and take a look at Chertan. Maybe Musa's already finished with him.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
Well, this all seems awfully suspicious, doesn't it?
What the hell are you talking about?
That's what I'd like to know. Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chertan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. Sir Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chertan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
You think maybe somebody poisoned the wine?
I'd bet it was the wine that killed him. There's lots of poisons you could add to it, and nobody would notice. Well, Until it's too late, of course.
You are probably right, my friend.
How come you even have wine here? You keep saying you're not allowed to drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough. Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here, but Musa is definitely innocent. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else.
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
This Grozan prick seems very keen to shift the blame around.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir, give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedlets. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, the most important thing is to help Musa somehow, I reckon. We can't let them hang him without proof.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
Well, what are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justiciar.
What is this royal justiciar?
He's a crown official who makes sure the law's enforced in this land. His people catch and try all sorts of counterfeiters, rebels, aye, murderers too. Sigismund may not have appointed one yet, but I've heard he's put Stieber of Stiebersitz in charge of this kind of thing. And if that's true, and Gorzov brings him here, we're all in the shit.
Who is this Stibor of Stiebersitz?
A real big cheese, lad. He owns half of Upper Hungary. You don't get that kind of wealth by being kind-hearted. Trust me.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozov has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me, so you're not a suspect. You have to get rid of the guard somehow, and get to Musa.
I might know somebody who can help.
Well, I know one of the bathhouse wenches. Maybe she could distract the guard while I slip past and talk to Musa.
That's not a bad idea. If you can talk her into it, that's bound to work. Off you go, then.
How much time do we have for this investigation?
2 days at most, I'd say. Then Sigismund's deputy will arrive from Sedlitz. And Henry, be careful. I'm depending on you.
Well, I've got a prime suspect already, and it ain't Musa. This Lord Grozov fella.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Grozan's one of the 3 camp captains.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do.
Yeah, you already said that, Henry. So anyway, Chertan was the leader of the Cuman mercenaries. Katz is the leader of the Prague militia, and the third captain, Grozan, he's the captain of the camp. So anything that happens in the camp, it's his responsibility, including the stabbing of one of the other captains. So you can see why he'd be so keen to find somebody to blame really quick. Because if the stabbing of a captain goes unpunished, he's the one who answers to Sigismund for it, and, well, you know, human troops under Chertan's command probably wouldn't be too happy either. So you can appreciate why he'd want somebody caught and fast, but there are a couple of things that just don't add up. Why was he so keen to accompany Musa and Chertan to the infirmary tent rather than doing his fucking job and investigating the crime, and instead delegating that to Katz, and by default me? It's not up to us to investigate shit like this. He's the captain of the camp. It's almost as if he wanted to make sure Chertan didn't survive. And, oh, would you look at that? Chertan didn't survive. Almost certainly poisoned by somebody slipping something into his wine. First he tried to blame Musa. And then when Commander Katz leapt to Musa's defence, he started trying to shift the blame onto Commander Katz, who, of the three of them, is the only one who was in no position at all to have done it. Now he's set his sights back on Musa as the best possible scapegoat, which, I mean, you know, kind of makes sense. If you need to stitch somebody up for a murder, just pick the nearest available non-Christian. You know, a Jew, a Muslim, doesn't really matter. Anyone will do. There's Katherine. Gonna have to wake you up. Sorry about this.
We have to talk.
I hope it's important. The less we're seen together, the better.
Oh, you bet it's important. Someone poisoned Chertan, the Cuman's commander.
All right. That is bad. Damn it! You're not involved in this, are you?
No. But I have to find the murderer. Katz said he won't set off for Sedlets until it's cleared up.
That old sod. He's never gonna get off that lazy arse of his.
Whatever, I need you to help.
There's something I need your help with.
Oh, what a surprise. What is it this time?
There's a guard posted outside Musa's tent. I need to lure him away for a while. So I thought...
That I could use my feminine charms on him?
Something like that.
You're out of luck. I have my own problems now. I told you when I was bathing you, remember? But maybe if you were to help me out...
Or maybe you could just do your fucking job. How about that?
You said you needed my help with something?
I do. It's just... Well, it's not easy to talk about, you know? Someone's been following me. I haven't actually seen anyone, but I can't help feeling someone staring at me all the time. And once, I even heard something.
What did you hear?
The other night, I was woken up by a man's voice. Like he was standing close by and whispering.
Well, I doubt anybody's found out she's a spy.
Did you understand what the bloke was saying?
Not a word. It didn't sound like Czech.
What did it sound like? Polish? German?
Hungarian. You can't mistake their gibberish for anything else. I reckon it was some Cuman.
Do you think someone's found out who you are?
Judging by the mumbling, I reckon this is about something else entirely. But you never know what a creep like him might notice. I'd feel a lot better if you could get rid of him somehow.
When did all this happen?
About 2 days ago. It was quite late at night. I haven't slept a wink since.
Has anything else strange happened?
No. Except maybe... I lost a shoe.
A shoe? Just one?
That's just what's so strange about it. If both went missing, I just think someone stole them. But one? What good is one of my shoes to anyone?
I could think of a few things.
Yuck.
Let's hope it's nothing serious. But we should find the bloke and have a word with him.
What do you plan to do?
Well, there can't be that many Cumans here, can there? I should just go around asking them one by one.
With your big mouth? You might as well put a sign reading spy on my back. Unless you find someone with my shoe under their pillow, it'd be better not to mention this. And what'll you do when you find him?
I could lure him out of the camp and slit his throat, couldn't I?
I could manage that myself, but it would only cause trouble. Is that really the best you could think of? Give him a fright, beat him up. Just don't kill him.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. But now go. We both have work to do.
So, let me just make sure I understand the situation here, Katherine. One of the camp captains has just been stabbed and poisoned. Musa is being stitched up for it. And it is critical, like time-sensitive critical, that I get in to speak to him so I can find out what happened and then conduct a proper investigation so we can deliver the real culprit to this justiciar when he arrives rather than just throwing Musa under the bus. And we can't do it without your help. And you think this is the most important thing happening in the camp right now?
So it's you. You're the human that keeps bothering the black-haired bath wench. You'll leave her alone. Got it?
Mi van? Nem értem.
What are you on about? You don't understand a word I say, do you? Bathhouse. Das bad. Washing. Bathhouse wench. Woman. No watching. 9. Got that? Again?
Igen? Aha. A fürdős lány. Miért ne? Minek ütöd bele az orrod? Igen. Szeretem.
She's scared. Sakra. It's like talking to a horse. Ah! Help! That man wants to hurt me! Help! Save me! Huh? Bathhouse woman? Afraid. You? Go away. Du Schwein. Nicht amor.
Mi van? Félt tőlem? De én ezt nem akartam. Hát jó. Rendben, akkor békén hagyom. Nicht amor.
See how easily we came to an agreement?
There we go, Katherine. I've sorted out the most important thing happening in the camp right now for you. Do you think maybe you could possibly assist us with saving an innocent man's life? Maybe find the actual murderer before they strike again? But, you know, only if you don't have more important things to do.
I found the human who was stalking you. He's called Chertan, and I reckon you won't have any more trouble from him.
Oh, thank God. How did you convince him to stop?
I just told him a woman like you wouldn't waste her time with someone like him.
And he understood? Have you learnt Cuman? Or did you explain it with your fists? But the main thing is he won't cause any more trouble. We've got more important things to worry about. And thank you. I owe you one. Now go.
Excuse me? What do you mean? Now I think we need to have a chat about exactly who works for fucking who around here. Get the fuck up, princess. You've got work to do.
So you'll lure the guard away from Musa's tent? I scratched your back?
All right, what can I do with you? I'll try to lure him to the bathhouse. But then we're quits, right? I hope he won't stink at least.
What do you mean, quits? No, we're not quits. There is no quits. The relationship doesn't work like that. We're both fucking spies. Shit needs doing. I tell you, you fucking do it. Oh my, seriously, this woman. Oh my fucking God. I mean, credit where credit's due. She is very, very good at her job. There's a reason why Jan Ziska uses her exclusively as his spy. But motherfucker. She has one seriously overinflated sense of her own position in the world.
Oh, good Lord.
We're quits. Fuck off.
This is child's play for me. You should see me in battle.
Come on, get on with it.
Ooh, I'm sure I'd be terrified.
You know, the length of time it's taken me to get her off her fat ass and actually do her fucking job. I could have just sneaked in and spoken to Musa myself. And I wouldn't have had to put up with this shit.
Well, I can't deny I've been standing here for quite a while.
Any time today, Katherine.
Oh no, that's your manly fragrance. Oh, it's irresistible. Shall we go then?
All right. Well, it's not like that moose is going anywhere.
Nothing to see here, just casually wandering around the camp at night, minding my own business. Right, Musa, there he is. So, Musa, a word.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozav said...
Nah, to hell with Grozav. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that, but I am not sure that is possible. Tinja sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out, don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Oh, so the camp captain wasn't there the whole time? Shit, there goes my theory.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
Alright. Where did the wine come from?
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozav poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Oh, so he's destroying evidence now.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Katherine, I think she's called.
Katherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
And Grozav was here to do it.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
And could I help you somehow? I may not be as learned as you, but I do know how much herb Paris to put in a potion to make someone fall asleep but not die.
Excellent, my friend. Maybe we can manage this together. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
Yeah, that won't be a problem.
Right. Examine Chertan's body and read the book. I can manage that. Who do you think killed Chertan?
I have no idea. But what I do know is that we will not get anywhere if we suspect everyone in the camp. Who do you think is the prime suspect at this moment?
The only one I know with motive and opportunity who's been destroying evidence is Grozav.
I heard Sir Grozav couldn't stand Chertan.
I have heard the same. And did you notice how quickly he accused me?
Yeah, and Katz, and then immediately destroyed the only available physical evidence. It's not looking good for him, is it?
And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz, that leaves Grozav, Stephen, and the two gods. Someone should question them all. Maybe their statements will give something away.
Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try to talk to them.
I am very grateful, my friend.
There is another way to get you out, but you might not like it.
What if we forgot about finding the murderer, and I just helped you escape? You'd be long gone before Grozav found out.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. My appearance is a little conspicuous. There is nowhere for me to hide in this country. And even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you and Katz instead of me. I cannot allow that.
Yeah, he makes a fair point. All right, first things first. To the infirmary. So, first things first, examine Chertan's body. Whichever poison was used on him in the wine, that the camp captain was very, very quick to throw away afterwards, there will be some kind of evidence. It will have had some kind of effect on the body. So examine the body, then get Musa's almanac, read up on the various different symptoms of the poisons concerned, and then see which ones match up.
All right, here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything, and forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch. He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk?
Ruddy means red-faced.
I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. I suppose the murderer surprised him and didn't give him a chance to defend himself.
And that could just be the alcohol.
Ah, what a stench. He coughed up some blood, all right, but he also threw his guts up. Ugh. There's no way I'm examining that.
All right, vomiting, that's a clue.
That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Chertan. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Several stab wounds in the belly, all close together and very deep. The murderer definitely knew what he was doing. Though that hardly narrows down the field in an army camp. Almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. There's nothing missing. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robbery.
Well, if there's no evidence of any struggle, if there's no defensive wounds or anything like that, then he didn't put up a fight, which would indicate that he recognised and knew the person who stabbed him and didn't seem to think they were doing anything out of the ordinary.
He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig and always had them? Completely rigid, just like the arms. But, Christ, what a stink! He shat himself. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Maybe the poison did that. That'll have to do. I've found out enough. He had spasms, he shat himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
Right. Now, we need to check those symptoms against the list of poisons in Musa's almanac. Is this it? There we go, Book of Poison. Oh, a bunch of other stuff in there that I haven't actually read. Which I'm sure nobody will mind if it goes missing. It's not like Musa needs them. Oh, we've got some fairly good stuff in here, actually. I think I'm going to help myself. I mean, it's not as good as the stuff that I can make, but this is free. So, right, anyway, Book of Poisons. There we go. So, bane poison. I can actually make bane poison. Symptoms of bane poison apparently include looseness of muscles, which is the exact opposite of what happened to Chertan. All of his limbs are as rigid as rock, so this wasn't bane poison. I don't know how to pronounce it, bird poison. One of the symptoms includes stiffening, so that tracks. The thing is though, this stuff is incredibly rare, and the bird whose feathers this poison comes from is found deep in Asia, so yeah, no. This isn't a poisoning that's been plotted months in advance. This is an emergency poisoning that's happened at extremely short notice, so it's not that one. Dollmaker potion. Clogged intestines. Which means he wouldn't have shit himself if that was the case. Although, the vomiting, I mean, I need something that fits all of the symptoms, not just some of them, so probably not Dollmaker. Kiss of death, however, stomachache, red skin, shit and puke at the same time, causes muscle spasms, breaks the nails, dear diary, jackpot. And it's simple to make as well. All you need is red copper, strong water, arsenic, oak bark and rose water. And once boiled, it forms a muddy mixture. And they did say that the wine looked a little cloudier than it should have when it was given to Chertan. We have a winner.
Right, that's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned.
So, yay, I've identified the poison. However, I now have a new problem because the ingredients are so common. I mean, you know, there's no one rare ingredient that if I find on somebody, it's like a smoking gun. Anybody could have made this poison. Let's see what Musa thinks.
I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertan was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know or not?
Oh, don't you stop giving me shit as well.
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book, but if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the 2 guards. This won't take long.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. Even so, it is strange. For months, the people here have been sitting around doing nothing. Then suddenly, you turn up, and everything is turned upside down. You have done more in a few days than others in many weeks.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Of course it is. I'm only saying that I find it very, very strange.
Look, not being funny, but do you want to live or not?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Is there something wrong with that?
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. I am asking you sincerely, as a friend, who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's most ardent supporter.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than others in this camp.
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in some dirty tent?
Okay, so what?
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value someone like you.
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse. I have had many experiences in life and come out of them alive. And do you know why? Because I am a total coward. And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I would be very happy to get away from here, and perhaps even return home, but only when I am sure I will survive the journey. So I think it will be best if we each go our own way.
You know nothing. I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
Yeah, it's fair enough. I mean, you know, if he's not too keen on the conditions here, I can't see him. What alternative do I have to offer him? Hanging out with Dry Devil's gang. Right, anyway, so I'm looking for a smoking gun in the possessions of... who were the suspects again? I mean, I still like the camp captain for this. However, I suppose I should eliminate all other possibilities. So there's Crow, the corporal in the Prague Militia Regiment, and the 2 guards who found the body. I mean, do I really think the guards had anything to do with it? They just happened to be on watch at the time. But I suppose I should eliminate all possibilities. So this is going to involve some sneaky. And hopefully, no stabby. There's been enough stabbing going on in this camp tonight. That's the reason why we're in the shit that we are. Alright, the sentry's buggered off. It's going to be the best... Well, he hasn't buggered off, has he? He's just standing there. Go on, fuck off. Just throw a stone, distract him.
Hmm? What was that?
Yeah, you should go and
I
investigate
heard it
that.
coming from here.
Right.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times.
Nothing, I suppose.
Let's have a look and see what's in his pockets. Take his keys. What's he got in the chest? Cheap wine. There's a book there I can have. There's no poison in here. No poison ingredients. Does he have any other possessions? Let's check his pockets again. Because there's some kind of flask or potion. But selecting it doesn't tell me what it is, so I'm going to have to steal it. Alright. Didn't wake him up. Let's have a look. There we go. That's it. Stolen. That's just schnapps, so it's not poison. I'll ditch it. I don't want to be caught with... I mean, if I do get caught, hopefully I won't get caught, but if I do get caught, I don't want to get caught with stolen goods on me.
At least he hasn't had to sell his armour to buy booze yet.
Yeah, his stuff is kind of shitty. And he doesn't have a lot of it. Could money have been a motive?
How could anyone drink all this?
Cheap wine, shitty gear, dirty, filthy tent.
Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with kiss of death. Or was he?
Yes, he was. So, much though I hate to admit it, it's really starting to look like this prick had nothing to do with it. I mean, he's clearly as poor as a church mouse. So, I mean, money could have been a motive for the killing. It wouldn't be the first time somebody had been paid to kill somebody, but it doesn't exactly fit the timeline, does it? I mean, this was a spur-of-the-moment thing. Chertan saw somebody coming out of the black powder store, somebody that he recognised, because he didn't think it was unusual to see them in there. Then they stabbed him half to death. The body was found, dragged off to the infirmary where he was poisoned. It's not like anybody had time to approach the camp commander and say, we'll slip you a few thousand groschen if you make sure he doesn't survive the physician's attentions. So, much though I would love nothing more to be able to point my finger at that prick and say, yep, he's the murderer, he's the one who did it. There's no actual direct physical evidence to support the accusation. Which leaves the two guards who just happened to be unlucky enough to be on sentry duty on the night that the stabbing and the poisoning took place. And Corporal Crow. But what possible fucking motive could Corporal Crow have? Then again, I mean, Crow is a member of the Prague militia, so if Chertan had spotted him coming out of the powder store, he wouldn't have found it suspicious and therefore wouldn't have been in a position to defend himself if Crow had suddenly decided, shit, I've been busted.
Oak. And dry as a bone.
Which is a poison ingredient, but that doesn't prove anything by itself.
Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt.
And muddy nails are used to test the potion after you've boiled it to make sure it's been done properly. Actually, hang on, before I start picking the locks on any chests. I'm a bit visible here, sorry, but I'd rather not get caught doing this. Actually, let's see if he's got a key. He does. That'll make things even easier. More importantly, quieter. Geez, that's a lot of money. 1,000 groschen.
Where the hell did a common soldier get so much money? Something stinks here.
There's got to be more evidence. I mean, it's not looking good, but there's nothing definitive.
The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death.
But why? That's what I don't understand. Opportunity, yes. But I don't understand the motive. While we're here, we'll check out the quarters of the two guys who were on guard duty. But I'm not expecting to find anything incriminating.
No, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Ugh, stinks of vomit.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
It appears that those two are guilty of nothing other than being soldiers.
There's nothing here. I reckon those two really are innocent.
Crow, however, while I don't understand... Well, I know why he stabbed Chertan. Chertan caught him doing something he shouldn't have been caught doing. But what was he doing and why? Turn up in the next episode. And maybe we'll be lucky and find out. In the meantime, I hope you're all having a great weekend. I hope you've all enjoyed this one. And as always, take care. And I'll catch you next time.